Fed up of them Magpies. Let's talk about the Seagulls. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So
Fantastic.
Oh, your former team.
Battle of the Birds.
Great bird.
And the Magpies got fucking slashed.
Yeah. We were really good for the first 3 minutes.
No. How good?
Can we analyse? Can we just quickly go
Brighton?
over his gaslighting of this situation? By the way,
not
we was on about
gaslighting.
this on the street.
It's called
Hang on, let's read out the prep. After a fantastic 3 minutes for Newcastle, they were then dominated by Brighton for the remainder of the game, losing 3-1.
It was a great 3 minutes.
And look,
We
yeah,
had
fucking
The
graphic.
97 minutes afterwards.
Look at the
were pretty-
graphic. Look at the graphic. He's got up the strength of schedule.
Also, this is unbelievable copium, by the way.
Yeah.
You have included a statistic that shows points gained with and without Sean Longstaff.
Oh, my.
proven I was correct about him. He does the dirty work that allows Bruno G to do what he does.
If this was points gained with and without Bruno G, I'd give that some sort of
Also, can I just say, conceded per game, and if you're rounding to the nearest whole number,
still one,
it's
both of them.
one.
The point is, without Longstaff, our centre mids, we were
It's
lost.
also not even that big of a difference
One
to
and
make
one.
a graphic out of it.
50% win rate with Longstaff, 30% without. That's a significant difference. That's a significant difference. He does the dirty work that allows other players to do what they need to do.
Is that not just a coincidence?
No, there's a big sample size, 30 games, and what was it, the other one?
Isn't he just playing a bit shitter now?
No, like Longstaff's good. It's because we're putting in Tonali and Jolin and Bruno, and we're just lost at
Could
the
those games
synergy out
without
the
Yeah,
moment.
Longstaff just be against better
But
teams?
Longstaff, you're saying not start. Tonali's not played 10 games yet.
No,
He's not started for 10 games.
This
and
is
they've
from
only
last
won.
season, I think.
That's what I mean.
To be fair, out of all 20 Premier League teams, Newcastle's strength of schedule is the hardest.
Which also doesn't
is.
make sense because it says here it's based on the average up to rankings this season. I can't really read. I think
Right,
that's what it
lads,
says.
we can all look
But
at the
on the ratings of the teams against you so high because you're so shit. They're playing well.
No, what you want? That was out before the
4D
fixtures
chess,
were
man.
played. That
Use
stat
your
is out before
brain.
the fixtures were played.
It's a bit like why Chelsea's. So you've got what 13 points? I can't even read this.
This clip from Pitchside is brought to you by our friends at Super 6. Super 6 is back after the international break with a massive £250,000 jackpot up for grabs. If you don't know what Super 6 is, it's a football prediction game which is completely free to play. All you have to do is correctly predict 6 scores from the Premier League weekend's action and you could win £250,000. You can also compete against myself, Theo and Tom in the official Pitchside mini league. Make sure you join the new league using the code PTCH23. We'll be giving away £100 classic football shirts vouchers to the person who comes top of the league at the end of the next round, but you have to enter before the round begins to be eligible. Once you're in, it's so easy to play. Just predict your 6 scores, enter your goal, hit submit, and you are all set for your free shot at winning £250,000. Follow the link in the description and sign up now. Remember, it's a free shot at £250,000. You may as well get involved. Follow the link in the description to sign up now.
Okay, no, what basically we're talking about here is Chelsea are garbage because Chelsea have had the easiest fixture on this season and are only 1 point above Newcastle, who have had the hardest fixture.
What I'd say is
What you're trying to do is
it doesn't take a big football and brain to realise Newcastle have had a ridiculously hard start to the season.
Ridiculously hard.
Yes, it is.
No, they
man.
have had a difficult start.
It's very
They have.
hard.
But this is the right. So
And
just
momentum
play
is
the
so
same teams
important.
as
just to
everyone else.
understand something, wasn't when Arsenal lost 3 in a row off the back of Brentford, their first game in the Premier League, wasn't it?
Floppity,
Yeah.
floppity.
When they
Then
first come up,
yeah,
yeah.
Chelsea and Manchester City, we lost all 3, and I'm pretty sure you were one of the guys that was saying Arteta out at that point. So
I've never said that.
okay,
Look, no,
But you can't flip it just
Momentum is essential when you're starting your season, and we have had a very tricky.
But also, Lewis, at the same
fixtures.
time, can I just say, don't get me wrong, yes, Newcastle have had a tough start to the season. There's no denying
Yes.
that. However,
You said you're in a
your
title
performances have been shit.
Yeah.
And if you want to compete and get Champions League football,
do you mean no?
you need to be at least getting points on
All
the
right.
board.
Your
Okay, so
City didn't get a second gear.
No,
and
that's
you were
that's
fucking
such
average
bullshit.
You
against
can't
We
lose
Liverpool.
locked City
3-1
down
to
as much
Brighton.
as they knocked us down. They got one goal through, and
You
that's
created
it.
nothing against Manchester City.
Haaland should have had a
They
hat-trick.
created barely anything against us.
Haaland should have had an hat-trick that
They had
game.
one XG
Mate, you
from the whole
should. I
game.
mean,
Oh, shut
and
up.
seriously though, you can't.
That's
you
where he gets
can't-
hat tricks from. 1xG.
As if you're Newcastle and you're like Champions League football, you played unbelievable last season. Yes, Brighton are incredible, but you should be at least getting a draw at Brighton.
No, definitely.
And
but
you can't get dicked over 3-1.
Against circumstance, Brighton came off a massive loss. That was the worst time to play Brighton because they've just been absolutely
What the fuck are you on about?
That makes no sense.
Nah,
that makes
you're
no
looking.
sense.
You're looking for any way to put down the
You
Newcastle
think when teams
team.
come off a massive loss, they immediately always bounce back?
There's one,
as opposed to just getting worse.
the only poor performance we've had is against Brighton.
In that case, why did Newcastle not bounce back after Liverpool and beat Brighton?
Brighton were better than us. That's our only poor performance we had this season. They were better than us in every single part.
You don't think it's poor losing?
We were good against Liverpool. We didn't take our chances.
They had 10 men.
Yes, but what I'm saying is,
At home.
what I'm saying is we created chances. We just didn't take them and see the game out. We still play good football. The exact same point that you used for Arsenal against Man United. You created big chances. You didn't take them. We did the exact same.
I don't think Arsenal were that good yesterday.
And then the way
Arsenal did
Liverpool
win
won that
3-1.
game.
Yeah, but we did win 3-1.
Arsenal won 3-1.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying you were justifying your
take your
performance
chances.
against Man United because you were getting the chances, but you weren't finishing them. We were doing that against Liverpool. They got a goal back against
I don't
us
remember you
from
having that
an
many big
unfortunate
chances.
deflection
I
off Botman's
honestly-
back.
I don't really get what's going on
We
right
watched
now.
it on stream, and I don't remember there being
I don't
too many
remember you
clear-cut
really.
opportunities for Newcastle.
We even said during the game, after the first half hour, Newcastle were poor.
Don't cry.
Apart from the Alisson worldie save, that was,
Almiron, the volley.
I can't really
What
remember.
else? What else?
We dominated the
can't
large
remember
segments of
another
the game. They got one goal back, and then as we went for the win, they caught us again on the break. It's
Name
like
another
how it
chance
went.
you missed that game. So I
I
honestly
can't remember the entire game. It was like a week ago.
What date was the?
And what I'm saying is, we haven't actually been performing poorly, as you were saying. It's been made out to be so
But
much
you
worse than it is.
weren't great against City. They did just play you off the park. Like, you didn't really offer much.
Yeah, no, but like,
So-
what else can you really do? Like, this is Man City who just won
Hang
the
on,
treble
no,
and we
but
lost
Fulham-
1-0.
Fulham looked better going against Man City than you did, even
Lewis,
though they lost
yeah, but
5-1.
Lewis,
But the
this is the problem. This is the problem. You've been banging on how good you are, how you're going to be in a title race, and then you're thinking of any little excuse to, it's Man City, they're amazing. This, that.
Of course, Man City.
You said you're in a fucking title.
Lewis,
I said we could be
Lewis
in the
might actually
Towers,
have a
yeah.
point against Liverpool.
What?
What's that? Well, Newcastle had 60% possession, which is expected against the 10-man team. But interestingly, their expected goals was 1.99 and Liverpool's was 0.88. Newcastle had 23 total shots.
So 23 shots and only an XG of 1.9.
But hear me out, 23
scored
total
one.
shots, but one big chance.
Yeah. So you didn't
So
really
we were
do
right.
much
What
with it.
I'm saying,
right.
what I'm saying is the performance wasn't poor there. Obviously, it's not good to lose against 10 men, but
8
we
shots
weren't
on
playing
target,
bad
11 off
football. We
target.
played bad
Also-
football against Brighton. That's the only
Also, I
worrying bit.
want to address something. You keep saying you're only 1 point off where you were last season and calling it a title charge, but you finished 4th last season.
Yeah, and you're 1 point worse off.
There's plenty of time to recover. It'll be
No,
bad.
but what I don't understand is
you were 25 points off
yeah,
the
but
top.
that's what I'm saying.
No.
Your threshold of where you should be is based off coming 4th.
I think we
not
can-
based off coming 1st.
I think we can pick up a lot more points scoring goals, ironically, because that's something that we didn't do against Brighton. But I think we got a lot more points in us than last season. We've had a tough run, opening
26
run to
points
the
more.
game. But I think we definitely have what it takes in that
How
team.
many points-
Once people start clicking and we get the cohesion,
with such a difficult Champions League group
How
as
many
well.
points?
I think we can do it.
How many points off the top were they last year? Theo, have a look.
I think it's only like 1 point difference from last
Off
season.
the top of the league.
Oh, sorry, right now.
No, last
Jesus.
season. Where did they finish behind
Luke,
Man City?
have a
last
look.
year?
Oh,
it was
I
like 20 something, right?
I got
They
it
were
here.
70 and City.
So
were
bearing in mind, you're already 1 point worse off after 4 games.
So last season they were 4 points off Man United, third.
Oh my God, Theo.
No. They were 18 behind Man City.
Okay.
You were 18 behind
So
Man City.
right now you have to claw back 19 points at least.
No, well, that's given if the league finishes identical to last season, which it might not.
City
Man
finished
City-
City finished on 89 points.
Man
They are
100%
definitely going to
getting
get
89
more
points.
in
I'm
the
not.
90.
I feel like we're getting the arguments going in the wrong area. I'm not saying it's likely. I'm saying we could.
Yeah, you
Obviously,
did. You've
we've
been
had
saying
two,
all
we had
fucking
two We
pre-season.
had 2 losses. No, we had 2 losses, which is ideal. We
Why
need
can't
to
you just
beat
front
Brentford
it? Why
and
can't
go
you
on a
just
good
front
win
it?
streak.
Just front it and say I got it wrong.
No, I
You
said
finish in
if we lose,
7th?
if we don't
You
beat
finish in
Brentford, it's
7th?
over.
Guys,
you're mental.
let's cut it down here. Okay, calm it down. I think you need to calm down.
I just want him to admit he's
in defense of Newcastle, they've had the toughest start to the season of any team. But
cry me
we
a fucking
have,
river.
but- and it
We all
doesn't-
play
that's
the-
relevant.
You all
Oh,
play the same team.
No, but
I
momentum
don't
at the
even
start of the
think
season's
that's
relevant.
well,
Surely,
yeah.
surely Burnley.
Let
have.
me talk. Let me
City,
talk.
Spurs, and who else they?
Didn't they have Villa?
Let me talk.
Yeah.
Let me
City,
talk.
Spurs, and Villa.
Let
That's
me-
way more difficult than what you've had.
Let me talk.
Is it?
They have look
Based on how they're playing this
No,
season.
Newcastle
No,
have had a
it's
tough
not.
start, and they have. It may not be the toughest in the league, but they have had a tough start.
They have had a tough
and it
start, yeah.
continues against Brentford after the international break. But then after that, Sheffield United,
Well, no, Brentford's an easy game for title
Burnley.
charge, isn't it?
West Ham's tough.
They drew against
tough start.
Bournemouth. You should be beating them easy if you're in a title
I think we
challenge.
should beat Brentford. Yeah, I agree.
What if you don't?
Then the title challenge is over.
After 5 games.
We need to beat Brentford.
So one game.
But they're not bad though.
But right, my point is we've dropped points at the early start of the season, but we're not going to. This isn't going to continue. We've had a tough run at the
You
start.
literally cannot drop hardly any more points the rest of the season.
And can I just say, there's no manager I back more in the league to turn around this bad form than Eddie Howe. He did it as soon as he came in and took us on. He came in when we were in relegation, 75% likely to get relegated, and took us on one of our biggest win streaks in the club's recent history.
As soon as he started going bad at Bournemouth, what happened? They went down.
Oh, so you're going to recite back for like 5 years, 6 years?
That was his last job? What else?
No, instead of looking at his last job, let's look at the season he took over with Newcastle.
But it hasn't been going badly yet.
He came into a team that was in horrendous form, 75% likely to get relegated from the position they were in, and took us on a massive win streak.
You've just repeated everything you've been saying.
That's recent evidence of fixing form.
There's no evidence right now of how turning it round when it's bad. Under him, he came in and you started performing straight away.
That's incorrect. No, that's wrong. We lost them for opening 3 games.
Moving on, because you two are doing all right then.
Just admit you're wrong and you're not in a title challenge.
If we lose to Brentford, yeah.
Oh, Grove. You finish your 7th.
Well, in all of that, we're forgetting that Brighton are flipping amazing and they deserve every single plaudit they are getting right now.